Welcome to Families in the Millennium, where we seek to build faith in Jesus Christ through scriptures, the Come Follow Me program, and General Conference talks. I'm Cindy. Welcome to Families in the Millennium. Let's dive into today's episode. Welcome to Families in the Millennium, where we are preparing for the second coming of Jesus Christ. And I don't know if you caught this in President Holland's talk, but it is super, super exciting. Let me go there now. As you know, President Holland was the first speaker for the morning session of Saturday, April 2025 General Conference. And one of the beautiful things that he had mentioned was this: I testify that babies and children and youth are the images of the kingdom of God flourishing on earth in all of its strength and beauty. And he went on to talk about the Savior and the Savior witnessing an argument amongst the 12 and then asking them a question, and they're disputing and then they're embarrassed, etc. As President Holland moved on, trying so dearly for us to become more childlike in everything that we are doing. And he also shared a very touching story about a young person who is truly living in a way that brings joy in spite of the difficulties that are experienced in this young man's life. President Holland shared his name was Easton Darren Jolly. I invite you to dive into that, but I just had to share this with you. And I have highlighted the part that really caught my attention. And if you remember how when he nearly died, spoke of some of the supernal experiences that he had, some of which were too sacred to share. And then it was this: I bear witness that priesthood and prayer are restoring my life. He says, Christ's priesthood and your prayers. And when I saw this and heard this, it kind of touched my mind. But then when I was going back, and I've done several episodes looking deeply at other components of this that President Holland shared in General Conference, but I just had to come back to discuss this. President Holland stating that priesthood and prayer are restoring his life. Because as you remember, so many were discussing and worrying about how frail he was, and that it seemed like he was not long for remaining on this earth. And President Holland is now having his life restored. I don't know why, but I am so grateful. And in this beautiful witness that President Holland is speaking of, I think it's very important for us to pause and perhaps give gratitude that this valiant and amazing servant of God apparently is having his life restored. And I want to share this with you next. I have finally finished this. I have to say this: I do not monetize this channel. It is sad for me when ads show up, because this is not something that I am doing to get money. I do not monetize this channel. And in fact, I would love to have your prayers. We've had some upheaval in my family, and in the midst of all of that, I still want to be able to serve you and to bless you and to share with you those things that I am seeking to do to help benefit my life, to help prepare for when Jesus Christ is coming. And so I finally have these all added in where you can come in, you can download this. I'll have the link in the description box below where you click on file, and then you can scroll down and see where you can download this. And once it's downloaded, then you can click on any of these links and then use this as a journaling method for the next 6 months until our next General Conference. And I have some thinking questions up here, such as, how have I shown a private earnestness to be taught? Or how is this particular message strengthening my resolve to be one of the Lord's good friends? it's not that all of these need to be journaled every single day, but just to be able to use this as a tool until we meet again for the next general conference. I just wanted to share this with you. I love you, my friends. I pray for you. I appreciate your prayers for me and my little family. I am so thankful for the Savior, Jesus Christ. I know that he lives. I know that he loves you. I have felt it. It is why I have felt so strongly to continue this channel in spite of a few things facing our family right now, because I know how much the Lord loves you and how grateful he is for your acts of service, and how grateful he is for when you reach out and seek to bless somebody who might be struggling today. If we can each one reach one every day of our lives, can you imagine meeting the Savior one day, looking in his eyes, and perhaps feeling his embrace around us and hearing, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant." And that is the only purpose for which I am doing this channel, is because I want to help lift and to provide support in any way that I can. Okay, that's all for now. I love you. I love you. And may we reach out to someone today and let them know that the Lord loves them beyond what can be imagined, and that together we can greet him one day when he comes, which, as President Nelson keeps reminding us, is coming sooner and sooner. Okay, that's all for now. I'll see you at the next episode. Bye-bye.